what they don't want you to know. The truth is the truth, and the facts are the facts. You can do anything you want as long as you're willing to pay the consequences for it. It's the government. What do you expect? Hello, good people. Welcome. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is 8 p.m. whatever time it is in Milwaukee. I don't really know what time. What is that? Is that Central Time? Mountain Time? Milwaukee time? It's 8 p.m. Milwaukee time, and why will that matter? Well, that matters because here in just a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, we will be joining with a gentleman that will be joining us, actually, and he's from the Milwaukee area. If you've been watching the show for the last few days, you will be familiar with this gentleman, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We can say this is the quick teaser. I've had this up for a couple of days, but I'm letting you all know now. If any of you are here from Henry County, we're going to be going back to Henry County, and this is going to be the part 2 of the Sheriff Sproles and the bus incident. We're going to be talking actually with a person that was on that bus, the CEO of that dance company. So we're going to be talking with him in just a moment. I do want to say this. I actually scheduled this interview. Literally, I was on the phone scheduling this interview about 10 minutes before the call came in about the shooting in Muncie. So I scheduled this interview, and since the gentleman I scheduled it with, we obviously don't live anywhere close. I told him when we would be. I built everything up for it. I put it all together. I put it out there. If it had been one more day out or something, I might have moved things around. But I feel like it was definitely important to talk with him. Obviously, everyone knows coming off of last night's show, we've had a major travesty, a tragedy, a senseless act of violence here in Muncie, Indiana. We are now 46 hours plus since the initial 911 calls, and the city of Muncie is still not calling this a mass shooting. We are not seeing much leadership out of the city of Muncie. We've had one press conference, which was, in my opinion, bizarre. We'll talk about that in this evening, but we're going to be doing that on the backside of this interview. So for those of you that are here for the Muncie story or for anything else following up with Muncie, I want you guys to know we will be talking about that. So please sit tight. But before we get there, we will be talking to this gentleman. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to ask that you do the like, the subscribe, hit the bell. Please comment. We are a very interactive show. So you can comment in the comment section in the live chat, and we'll be able to communicate with you throughout the show. We love to do that. Please share the show with everyone you know. This is going to be a very law enforcement centric show, and I don't mean like pro law enforcement. I don't mean necessarily bashing law enforcement. It's just going to be basically the first half of the show. We're going to be talking to this special guest with us, and we're going to be hearing about what happened after we saw the footage. Now, so that you guys are aware, or so that people are aware that might not have watched, essentially, we have a show that aired at 9 p.m. on the 26th, which was my birthday, where I broke down Wednesday the 26th. I broke down this body cam footage. 2 days later, I then put the entire body camera footage up there. And just so you guys are aware, this is what we're talking about. This is the body camera footage. The name of this show was Rookie Sheriff Turns a Simple Assist Motorist into a Full-Blown Investigation. Here's the bus. Here is our rookie sheriff. Here are some of the individuals at the back of the bus. here's what we just a brief introduction of what we were witnessing. And we have a police body cam footage. We were out on the interstate on Sunday, June 27th, and we've got a back and forth between law enforcement and American citizens here that were just, traveling and trying to get home, and we're in a little bit of unfortunate situation. The gentleman that we're going to be talking to is the man here in the yellow shirt. A lot of people were talking about how this guy was your hero, that he stayed calm, he was present through it all, has absolutely one of the best lines of any person on this show ever, which is, we're adults, we know how to cross a road with children, which is probably one of the best things. I loved it. So I like that he said that. I just thought that was so indicative of the situation, that they were just absolutely treating these people ridiculously. So this is the video. If you have not seen this video, the link to the actual police footage, Kate has put it up there on the screen. It's actually also listed in the description of this video. I highly, highly, highly recommend after this video, you go back and you watch that video. Actually both links, there will totally be 3 in total. There will be 3 links about this video. There will be the initial video, which is the body cam footage. Rookie sheriff turns a simple assist motorist into a full-blown investigation. There will then be the breakdown video that I did, and I did it kind of out of order. I actually did the breakdown the day before, and that's there. That's called Happy Birthday, You Bastard, referring to me. And then this will be the third one. So I highly recommend you go back and watching that. It's disgusting. The reason that we're doing this episode is because through doing the last video, I reached out to these folks up in Milwaukee, and I found out that what we saw was only one part of it. We only saw one part of it. There's actually a second part, and we didn't know that. There's another part to this, and I felt it was very important for this gentleman to be able to tell his story. So just for you guys watching, and so you guys will have an opportunity to share this with individuals if you so choose. Number 1, we're going to be talking to this gentleman about the story, and then when we are done with that, then what will happen is we will talk more about the situation in Muncie. And again, my thoughts and prayers are with everyone that's being affected by that still this evening, that are in the hospital and whatnot. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be bringing up Mr. Roger Winston. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, welcome. I'm glad that you're joining us, and thank you for talking with me.
Yeah.
So just a couple real quick basics. You're the CEO of this dance company. How long has the dance company been around?
I started Toxic Crew Dance Team in 2017, and then I had ended in 2020. I started Toxic Crew Elite Force in 2021 of October.
Okay.
So they just started. It's a whole new round of kids. It's a lot of brand new kids. So I'm like training a lot of kids from the beginning stages.
Okay. All right. And so I've been around and saw some of the pictures on your social media. You're obviously in dance. How long have you been in dance? How long have you been a dancer?
I've been dancing since like
forever.
1998.
Okay.
Okay. My mama used to force me to dance. Like, you know how to dance? Dance for this crowd. Dance for them.
Right. Right.
And I didn't want to, so she kept on making me dance, and I just grew to love it. Like, so. Well,
that's cool. That's awesome. Okay, and so how many kids are in your dance troupe? Is it a dance team, a dance troupe? What's the right word?
It's dance company.
Okay, so, dance company.
Yeah, because it's an LLC.
Okay, all right.
It's 21 kids in total. Some had took a break, so we had only went with like, I want to say like to Ohio, we went with like 8 kids at the time. So we just brought some parents and stuff with us, but it's roughly like around 22 kids.
Okay, and so you guys travel around and you do lots of different tournaments and dance for people and do things like that.
Actually.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say we actually getting ready to go to Minnesota and to Madison too.
Okay, all right, that's cool. What's the furthest you guys have been?
New York and Alabama.
Okay, all right, that's pretty crazy. So, and you guys have all went on the bus?
No, we actually rented out a van and we had a party bus back then. We was working on trying to raise money to get transportation to get a bus so we could all ride in one instead of in different vehicles. So that was the main thing, the purpose behind getting the bus so we could ride together.
Okay, and so you guys bought this. It's an old school bus or old church bus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it looks like you guys had it painted and you've got your name on there and whatnot. And so this happened back in June, correct? And you guys had a tournament in a suburb of Trotwood, which is a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. For the people that are around here, if you're familiar with Ohio, if you Trotwood is on the northeast side of Dayton. So from Trotwood to here is about a 2.5 hour, almost 3 hour drive. So you guys had been on the road for a while. From basically where we're at to Milwaukee is like 4.5 hours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a bit of a haul. So it's a long trip, and you guys had been there. You'd done your thing. Now let me ask you: did you win?
Yeah, we won two. We won 2 trophies. We didn't take grand. We took we placed high in the other 2 categories though.
Okay,
we went against my kids. It was only 8 of us. We went against a really, really big team that's known out here for dancing, that actually be on dance shows and stuff, and they placed right on the side of them. And what the good thing about it, and the reason why I like the group and everything that I had took is because it's a category that y'all might not be familiar with, but it's called stand battle. Stand battle is when you bring your choreo out right here. So you actually got to dance.
Right.
I only put 3 of my kids against like 20 dancers, and we won.
That's pretty. So
that was a big thing for me, and I was proud of them. They did good.
That's awesome. That's good. So besides the dance crew, you had some adults that were with you. Are those like dance moms or families of yours or people that work for you?
Yeah, it's all dance moms and dance parents and stuff.
Okay.
And aunties and stuff that came. So
sure.
I always make sure I have a lot of parents with me so that I like, say for instance, if we have kids that's not dancing and want to come to the competition, family members, they can watch them in the audience and stuff like that. And then they can shout for us and we all stay together.
That's cool. That's awesome. So you guys had done your thing. You tore up Trotwood, and you were driving back home, and you've done. Listen, I'm not from Newcastle, Henry County area where you were. I know we've got some people watching from that area. So I have made some of the same unfortunate missteps that you did. I've drove through Henry County, which is horrible for all people. I kid, but you were just driving through Henry County and you guys pulled off to get some fuel to fuel up, and you made a mistake. Yeah. I mean, just a simple mistake. You flipped the nozzle. You did the wrong thing. It happens. I mean, things happen. You pulled back off the road, and then what happened?
Well, before we pulled off the road, I didn't even put the gas in my car because I didn't know how to work the pump. The gentleman in the gas station came out and put the gas in our pump.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So once we pulled off, and he said he did it because their pumps wasn't working. Once he came out and put the gas in there, we pulled off, and when we was going up the ramp, the bus started shaking, and then it just cut off.
Okay, all right.
I'm like, what's going on?
Well, so that was interesting to me because in the video, and I put this in the description, but in the video, I wrongly stated that you guys were actually on Interstate 70. You weren't
Right.
on Interstate 70. You were actually on State Road 109. And to me, that makes quite a bit of difference because not only were you on State Road 9, but you were on State Road 9 right next to one of the entrances. So I want to just make sure people are aware when you watch the video,
Yeah.
cars aren't blowing past these guys at like 70, 80 miles an hour. They're going really slow through there. So it looks like it's kind of dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as if they were on 70.
Right.
So that's one thing I want to make sure that people know. So you guys basically come to a stop right outside of like you were about 1,000 feet from the ramp.
Right.
And you were off the side of the road. You were clear off the white fog line. You were on what's called the shoulder of the road. And matter of fact, the bus doors opened up into like the grass. So you were way, way over. You were about the safest place you could be.
Because we had to get off the bus, and I told them we need to make sure that the bus is pushed over this line. So we had to get off the bus and push it by ourselves.
Oh, wow.
And we pushed that bus all the way over so that we could be in a safe zone. It didn't just land like that. We got off and pushed it so that, and this was during a time where it wasn't that much traffic out. It was like 1 a.m, like, you know.
Okay, yeah. So that's I saw that.
We had to push that bus on the side, and we made sure that it was all the way over, like on the grass part, like, and then it was right there.
Right. So from the point that it died, what time did it die? You're saying like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Like around 1, yeah.
Okay, so from Saturday night into Sunday then at like 1 o'clock. And then when was your first interaction with law enforcement?
Around like, I want to say like 7 o'clock, 6 something, right around when Love's auto part had opened up. Roughly around that time, because then at that point I had started to like disconnect the batteries and stuff and thinking that it was maybe the batteries and I needed a jump or something like that. So I was going to go buy 2 brand new batteries because it took 2 batteries for the bus. Okay,
so you are coming through there about 1 o'clock in the morning. Your bus dies about 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys just, I assume you stay on the bus during that time?
Right.
But between 1 and 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, about that time on Sunday morning. So you've now been there for about 5 hours, 6 hours. You're starting to move around. The gas station's opening up, the one that's got the batteries and stuff. So you're going over there to do stuff. And you have the first interaction with law enforcement. And that was the first interaction with Officer Humphreys?
Yes.
Okay. And basically, well, from what you told me, he was like, tried to assist you. He asked you guys what was going on. It made sure everything was good.
Right.
And he said, I'll be back through and check on you guys. And everything went smoothly. Okay. Right. You had no issues with that. And so,
no.
Then at that time you learned it wasn't the batteries. There was a bigger problem here. What happened at that point?
So at that point, I was like, I got the call in the mechanic in Milwaukee, and he was like, maybe it's the starter or something. And I was like, okay, well, I worked on some cars here. So I had got up under the bus and tried to do a little knock-in or whatever to see if it'll maybe start up. And it wasn't that at that point. We had already drained. We already needed a new battery off top because we had drained it trying to keep on starting it up. Starting it. So we definitely had to get new batteries. So we got new batteries. And then it wasn't a starter. So at that point, then I started to call for the progressive to come.
Okay. And so as far as you guys were going, you already had assistance coming and whatnot. It was just going to take a period of time.
Right.
Right. So then what happened? When was the next? Tell us about the next situation with law enforcement then.
So when I had after it wasn't that case, and we had switched out the batteries and stuff, I had went in, tried to do different things. I had grabbed a pump to more so try to pump out the gas to see if I can probably pump it out before the people had got here, because the police had just pulled around when I was in the gas station, and the people had came over, like some of my parents had came over, like the police out here, and they like, questioning and all this stuff like this, and they want to speak to you because you the CEO or whatever like that. So I said, okay, here I come. I'm going to purchase this pump. So I purchased the pump and I walked over there, and then that's when the other sheriff was out there, and he was trying to drill us down like, hey, you threw trash out the window or something like that, or and I'm like, no, I was just in here, getting a pump and stuff to come over here and pump it so that we can, get from right here off this road. Even though we was inside the line, I still wanted to care for the safety of my kids. Sure. That was my main thing, So he just got to drilling me. Where are you coming from? And
this is the guy in the white in the shirt, the white shirt and the black slacks. Yes. He wasn't in uniform, okay. And so I mean, what would you say compared to Officer Humphreys? Was Sproles the sheriff, the guy that had the white shirt on? Was he ever nice? Was he aggressive from point one?
No, he was not nice at all. I tried to deal with it for so long, and I was trying to get him to calm down with my words.
Right.
But then, he got to going more and more and more as if I was illiterate on the things that I had did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm just folding my arms and I'm listening to him and I'm shaking my head and I'm about to get ready and question him back down. Because at this point, I'm not illiterate. I know what I'm doing. People make mistakes. You have made many mistakes like you're making now. So I don't understand what's the issue or whatever. Like we're doing our best. We taking the necessary steps. And if I would have needed assistance from you, I would have called your county.
Right.
So I'm not understanding why were you even here or whatever over a trash litter. And I was gonna make sure because my kids know I don't even condone in littering. So I was going to make sure that was picked up regardless.
That's the thing that I don't get, because he kept saying, there's litter. You're on the side of the highway. There's lots of crap blowing around. That's not something that you could say that came from this bus, or, if he had somebody, if he had somebody that he saw, like, you throw something out or whatever, okay, that might be that. But to just say, hey, there's trash here and he threw crap around, that's a bunch of bull crap. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So it made no sense. And then it seemed like there was a big ordeal to get you to go with this tow company.
Mm-hmm.
When
he pulled up, he had already called the tow people. That's the thing. When he pulled up instantly before even talking to me, he had already called the tow people. And he called plenty of police. So I don't understand why, if you got called to the incident, why are you calling all this backup and you calling the tow person before talking to me? You don't even know if I got insurance and all that stuff, which I did have. Sure. We had a CDL driver, right, and all of that. So I'm not understanding why you just taking it upon yourself to make all these assumptions and stuff and do this when you haven't even spoke to me yet.
Right.
Then after you spoke to me and I told you we had someone coming, you still trying to press the issue of us going with this tow company. What was the issue? Is this some kind of connection?
The thing that's really crazy to me is there's one part in the video that he's gonna walk away, where he says to Officer Humphrey, because at this point then Officer Humphrey has come back.
Right.
And so now you've got Officer Humphrey, who's there as the small town police from Shirley. Mm-hmm. Then you've got two sheriff's deputies from Henry County, and you've got Sproles, who is in his church clothing apparently, off duty. So you've got all these cops on there. Humphrey's the only one wearing a body camera. Everyone else isn't. And then at one point they're like, well, we're going to leave. And Sproles is walking away. And then I don't know what happened off camera, but he snaps back and comes back. And then you guys are like sex trafficking and you're criminals and you're Pablo Escobar. You've got dead bodies and cocaine on the bus. You know, it was insane.
That was just that took me like that's like really a scary thing because I try to do a lot of things with my kids so that they don't be out here, you know, just doing any and everything or being around the wrong crowd. So that was really a big hit for me when he said, you know, about the sex trafficking and the thing. First of all, they have on the same colors as our bus. The name is on the uniforms. Did nobody give you some type of signal or eye contact that it was anything inappropriate? You got parents on the bus. Who are they scared of? And you see trophies. I'm not understanding. So therefore, we just told you we just came back from a competition. And it's just a situation that just happened, and we're going to get it fixed.
Well, you know, the thing is, and I know that I've given this sheriff a lot of crap for not being very trained in law enforcement. He's only been in law enforcement for 3.5, 4 years. So you'll have to excuse him. And please, from the bottom of my heart, please understand, first of all, not all law enforcement in Indiana is like that. Also, not all police officers, even in Henry County. There are good deputies on the Henry County Sheriff's Department. There are good police officers in Newcastle. I promise you. I know that you saw how Humphreys was. So you know there are good, there are bad. So from the bottom of my heart, please let me extend that and let me apologize for his ignorancy. That being said, like I know that this guy isn't the master detective. He's not Sherlock Holmes. But my God, the bus is green, black, and purple. Your uniforms are green, black, and purple. Your uniforms have the name that's on the bus. There are 7-foot trophies in the front seat of the bus. Like a little bit of just he kept telling Humphreys a little bit of investigative work here, and you know you can find out who they're. Listen, that same thing goes to you, Sproles. Look, all the people match. Everything looks the same. These are dancers, dude. Like the only thing you guys could have done is broke into dance, maybe. But I don't think he was having it. It was shocking to me. The thing that I thought was now you've got this cop who's out there screaming and being an asshole, who's now having you guys call the parents and scaring the living hell out of them. They don't know what's going on, why they're getting this call. Mm-hmm. So what did your parents, like when you guys got back, what did they think about this?
They thought the same thing that I thought, like that was bull and that something needs to be done about this, because if I'm telling you, you have some parents that's on the bus that already vouch for the kids, and I didn't have a problem with calling the people, but it's like you wanted to press that issue. Like I want to talk to every parent. Like you done already heard from some of the parents who kids is on the bus already. Right. They all said the same thing. So why do you need to press the issue and talking to every parent before you leave almost? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you're questioning the kids at the same time, making the kids come one by one and stuff like it's a lot.
That is insane. And for him to be saying like this is a very dangerous place to be here. You know what's dangerous is having those kids just get off the bus for bull crap, you know.
Or it's also dangerous that he's the sheriff.
Yeah, listen to me.
That's the dangerous part.
You hit the nail on the head. In the video, you said this, the saying of the show, which was, we know how to cross the street with the kids, but you literally just said the absolute major thing there. It's dangerous having John Sproles as sheriff, and that is a very true statement. And I hate it for the people of Henry County and for the people that have to drive through there. You know, it is very, very strange, and you are absolutely accurate in that statement. So we basically saw all this, and that leads up to then he leaves, and then what you guys didn't know at that point was he then goes back to the back and berates Humphreys, and they have some words, and I love that a lot of cops might have just listened to it, but I'm glad that Humphreys, you know, fought back and said, hey, you're not going to do me like this. And so I'm glad that he held his own. They then leave. What happens to you next?
I'm sorry, I had got lost on that part or whatever because the
No,
stuff
you're
that's
fine.
going on in the
No,
background.
you're
You
fine.
mind repeating that question for me?
Yeah. So what happens to you after they all leave?
Okay, so we decided to go with the tow people because Progressive was taking a little bit a long time, and at this point, we do need to get these kids from over here. So we called parents and stuff, and they came from Milwaukee to pick up the kids. We got a van and stuff like that, and everybody came out, and we got the riding back. I had to leave the bus here Henry County, and they towed my bus away. So when they towed the bus away, my license plates was on the bus, very tight. I had bolted. It was bolted.
Do you know what tow company they used?
Yes, it was called, I got it right here. It's called Davis Tow and Tire.
Davis Tow and Tire, and that's there in Henry County.
And they're in Indiana, on I guess that's /3 Spiceland, Indiana.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So they're on State Road 3 in Spiceland, Indiana. Okay. So that's where they were. And how much did it how much was it going to cost you? Did they tell you how much it was going to cost?
$750.
Whoa, shit.
And we had to round that up in that same day, and we paid for it, and the bus was going to be ready. They said the bus was going to be ready the next day.
Okay, so wait a minute. So 750, and you said you had to round it up.
Yeah.
You had to take it to 800?
No, people was donating to us and stuff.
Oh, you mean you had to collect the money?
Yeah, collect the money, get it round up from everywhere.
Oh, yeah, shit.
We had spent a lot of money trying to figure out what was wrong with the bus, like the batteries and stuff. That was already $355 just off the batteries.
Yeah.
So we had to get help from different people, and some people from the competition that we had just went to donated a little money. The Punishers motorcycle crew donated money.
Awesome.
Our church organization had donated some money that was here, and like people from Milwaukee too.
Okay, so people that you knew, and then people here donated money, and you said someone is the Punishers motorcycle bike club, whatever they're called. They did it from here.
Yes.
That's awesome. I didn't know that when I was talking to you. So they helped you raise the money that you needed to pay, and so you paid this Davis Tire and Tow, and they said we'll have this ready for you the next day, which would be Monday.
Right, and we had to drive all the way back to Milwaukee that same day because we was literally like sleeping like in McDonald's and stuff like that, and I didn't want that look for us. So that's why we called people to come pick up kids and stuff like that. And then we got picked up in Indiana and drove back to Milwaukee, which we had to drive back out the next day to come get the bus.
Oh my God. So you did the 4-hour trip home, and then the next day you drove back. And so when they towed the bus, when you were leaving, did you take pictures of the bus or video of the bus or anything?
Yes.
Okay, and everything was in working order, and everything was normal on the bus, and your bus was A-okay. There was no your plate. You didn't drive from Milwaukee to Trotwood, Ohio, and back with no plate.
No.
So
even in the body cam even showed that it was a license plates on the bus too as well.
Yes.
So,
yes, sir.
So I don't understand like what happened at that point.
Yeah. You that is absolutely the case. That's very true. And that's I want to just show here people. I want people to see here that so you did like basically a walk around when you were getting ready to have the bus towed. Here I want to show everybody in this video. You can see right here. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that up, Mary. I'll ask that here in just 1 second, ma'am. Thank you for that. So you can see right here underneath on the left side, you can see where the license plate on the bus is. No question. The license plate is there. So you come back to Indiana and you have to meet with Davis Tow and Tire.
Right.
Is that right? Are they the ones that fixed the bus?
Yeah, they're the one who fixed it. They got an auto body shop in there as well. So they towed it to their location and then they fixed it in the back and told us to come pick it up. They gave us a call.
Okay. All right. And so when you gave possession of the bus to the tow shop, to the tow company, your bus was in working order. Well, it wasn't in working order. It needed to be pumped out and cleaned up in the engine inside, whatever. You needed to get the diesel out of there. But meaning you had a license plate on the back of the bus when you sent it away. And then when you guys got back and you had to, you'd already paid them. So tell me about the interaction with them at first.
So when we pulled up that next morning, we had to pick it up by 11. So we left and went there and made it around like 10:30. So we sat at the gas station and stuff, got something to eat because we had just jumped up and we had just went to go get it because I didn't want to wait and leave my bus down there.
Right.
So we sat there till 11 o'clock. Then we went in and we now approach the counter. So we were talking with a lady and then a man had stepped up and was like, it was the engine. I mean, I forgot what it's but where the fluid goes to the engine. Yeah, injectors. That's what it's called. They said it was the injectors from the fuel that was put in. It had gotten to the injectors, so they needed to replace all the injectors, and they pumped all of the fluid out that we had put in. And they had they was like, it may happen again, so just be aware or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So in the midst of us talking, the guy comes up and we was talking and he gave us the receipt. We wanted another copy just for our records, 2 copies, for one that was in Indiana, our pastor, and then us here in Milwaukee. So he said we can wait outside. We went outside and then they had called us back in. At this point, he got on the phone with the sheriff who had on the church clothes.
Why?
And was basically letting him know that we were here to pick up the bus, like informing him, like, I don't understand why you were calling him to notify, and we just told you the whole situation with what went on.
I mean, I don't understand because listen, I have when I was a police officer, I've made lots and lots of arrests, and I've arrested people who have been in vehicles, and sometimes you would put a hold on the vehicle to not be released unless somebody showed valid ID and a licensed driver and proper insurance, or if there was a hold on the vehicle for like a search warrant or something. But you weren't involved in any kind of crime. Your law enforcement didn't tow your vehicle. This was a private tow. So why was this guy calling law enforcement to tell him that a private person was coming to pick up their vehicle?
I didn't know. I didn't quite get that either.
He never explained that to you?
No. So after he never explained it to us or anything. Like I asked him, like, why, I asked the pastor because I didn't want to have communications with him being on the phone with the sheriffs and stuff. So I asked him, I'm like, why is he calling the sheriff? And she like, I don't know. I'm gonna, ask him. But he never gave us the reason why he called him and stuff. And he wanted to get on the phone and talk to our pastor, which he did. I don't know what was said or whatever. He was basically, oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry about that. He wanted me to reach out to him and stuff because I don't understand. It was like he wanted to be like, oh, I didn't want to do it. It wasn't meant for this way or anything, but you showed everything. You showed everything. Right. You mad because you got caught into your act and you finally got caught at what you was doing. So now
Yeah.
you want to try to cover it up and say, "Oh, it wasn't like this or it wasn't like that or anything."
Yeah, it was exactly like what it was. It was 100%.
Yes.
That's
So,
weird.
mhm. So when the bus actually came out, it was to the point where I didn't even want to be in that area. So we just got
Weird.
on the bus and we headed back. Now we was going that way, coming towards Milwaukee, and we ended up stopping at the same gas station right outside where we broke down. And I'm like, how is this the same gas station? 'Cause I had never been to Ohio. I just seen the gas station. So we all like, stop here, stop here. We need to put gas in the car. And then in the midst of us riding, they called and was like, the license plate is gone off the bus. I'm like, it can't be, because right before we left Milwaukee, we made sure it was bolted down and it never came off the bus. So we make it to the gas station. Now I'm getting off the bus and I'm coming around and I look and no license plates. So I'm like, okay, we need to call this place to see if maybe they forgot to put the license plates back on the bus. I don't even understand why they touching the license plates or anything. So we get back in the vehicle because now they're not answering the phone. They know we just left. They know our number because we called earlier before to make sure that I let them know that we was going to be there on time to pick up the bus. They're not answering. So now we pull up and I'm like, hey, our license plate is off the bus. Where is it at or whatever, because it's bolted down. Oh, we don't have the license plates. We don't have it. Didn't magically just walk off the bus. So we got back in the vehicle and we trailed the areas of the way that we just went. I knew the license plates didn't fall off the bus at all. I knew, because if you would have seen them bolts that was holding that license plate wasn't pulling them bolts out.
Right.
We didn't hit plenty bumps coming to Ohio and the license plates didn't fall off.
Right.
So you mean to tell me when we leave from this place, now our license plate is gone? And it was towed with the license plates on it?
Listen, the only reason that was done was rednecking. I mean, listen, there's no other valid reason why that would happen. They simply were just rednecking you. That's all they were doing. There's literally no other reason why they were doing that. So you couldn't, they just said, we don't have the plates and, sorry about the language, but just tough shit. We're out of luck.
Yeah. So we drove back to we was driving back towards the bus while it was at the gas station. Mind you, they had called us and told us a sheriff car was circling our bus. They had circled it 3 times while we was on our way back.
Wait. So while you're now at Davis, your bus is parked down. Now, is it in the driveway? It's not out on the road. It's like in the parking
gas
lot.
station. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the gas station.
Where it's like legally allowed to be parked. You got it parked out of the way. It's just there sitting, not bothering anybody. And there's a sheriff's deputy circling the bus for, you ever find out what reason?
No, I didn't want no connection.
I didn't want to.
I didn't want to be around nobody, because at this point y'all stole our plates.
Right.
So therefore y'all had something planned of what y'all wanted to do. Because by the time we made it back to the gas station, we had 10 marked cars sitting off to the side of the road in a line, as if they was waiting on us, waiting for that sheriff car to give us the signal, to give them the signal that, hey, we just pulled off. Stop them now.
Where did you see when did you see the cars coming back to the bus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they didn't know necessarily what vehicles you were in. They were just looking for the bus. They didn't know you were in other just civilian plane vehicles. They were looking for the bus. I get it.
And the bus was parked at the thing we had, because I didn't want to drive the bus back that way. I'm trying to go farther back towards Milwaukee.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to drive the bus back, and they had already took the license plates. Like, no. I wanted to get in a car and see if I can maybe find the license plates. That was a big thing for me, to find a license plate so we could still be riding legal, like legit.
So
we was dreading, we was sweating, we was like, oh my God, we need to get up out of this county. Like, we don't want to be around this. Like, we need to hurry up and get back to Milwaukee. So we driving and we have someone telling us and stuff. We end up making it back, but I instantly had to report the license plate stolen here.
Wait. So hold on. So you eventually get back on the bus and you're like, all right, we just got to get out of Henry County. So you get on the bus and you got somebody that's tailing you basically, and you drive back to Milwaukee that way, which technically what they've done is they're making you drive illegally because they're making you drive without the license plate. And for all of those people watching now, and for the Sproles trolls out there that are watching this, here's the license plate on the bus right here in Humphrey's body cam. You can clearly see it. It is on the bus. So there was a license plate. And believe me, if there was something wrong with this plate, if it was wrong or whatever, they would have towed it. They would have got these people the first time around. So the plate was A-okay, or there would have been a problem, word one. So that's the thing. And the fact that someone walked out and undid the plate. Did you have 4 screws in or 2?
We had 2 screws in.
2 screws just in at the top. So the fact that they undid those 2 screws, that is premeditated. It's something that they planned on doing. That is gross. It is absolute wrong. It is complete bullshit. I am so sorry. And I just, I just cannot believe that happened. That is nuts. So you get back to Milwaukee, thank God. You got out of Henry County, and then what happens? Now, you need to do something with your plate because you still got a dance crew. You're trying to get to other places.
So now I went to the DMV and reported the tag stolen. I had to get brand new stickers all over as well. And when I got back, I just took the other ones off and put the other ones on. It was a quick fix that I did here in Milwaukee, but I shouldn't have had to come out of more money.
Well, no, that's stupid. Yeah. So did you report the plate stolen? On the bus,
yeah, I reported them stolen. But I don't know. I was still lost on the fact of how you do it in Indiana, because on the website it said something about like Indiana plates and stuff like that, and we didn't have Indiana. We had Wisconsin, so it was hard for me to try to do it there because they told me I need to report them stolen there. Well,
so I'm going to tell you this, and you can do this however you want to do it. I'm telling you, I will help you out with this. If you want to call tomorrow or whenever you want to call, if you want to call me, you and I can get on a phone call, and then we could call the Henry County Sheriff's Department to the dispatch and report the plates missing. And number one, I don't know why there would be any problem, but if they blow you any shit, I'll be there. I can listen up what's going on. But number two, if at the end of the day they just tell you no, the other thing I thought about doing was we could always contact the Shirley Police Department, because you were close enough to Shirley, and because Officer Humphrey had helped you, maybe Shirley Police Department would be willing to do it, because all you need to do is report that it's missing. Get a report here, in Henry County somewhere, and Shirley is a little tag off into Henry County, so maybe they would do it. But it's just, I hate that you're having the problem that you're having, and it's just completely nuts that this is going on. So a lot of people I've been seeing off in the comments, and I want to say for you people in the comments, I know that a lot of you have been talking and asking questions, but I normally when I have an interview on, I do my very, very best to pay strict attention to them. If Kate sees anything big, she puts it up, but I will get back to you and we'll answer those or go back through afterwards. So I apologize, but since I have a guest on, I just like focusing on them. So my apologies.
I know.
But with you, my thing is, I'll do whatever I can to help you. And there's a lot of people who've asked this, and I want to ask you now. Do you guys have a GoFundMe? Do you have a Cash App? If people wanted to donate to your dance troupe to help you guys, how can people help you?
We do have a Cash App. We actually have a web page as well, like a website. So you can actually go on our website and check out some of the things that we did do. We went to Showtime at the Apollo and one in New York.
No way.
We did many great things, like the mayor performances here, the Milwaukee Bucks and stuff, dance with them. We do a lot of things, and we like feed the homeless here too as well, like steak burritos and steak burrito meals and chicken meals and stuff like. So we getting back into the habit of this right here, this incident right here, like really scared me from a lot of places. Like, you gotta look
That's
around.
Really sad. That's really sad. That's really because what you're doing is you're giving the children of your community a place to go and do things besides being on the street, besides running with a bad crowd, besides doing things and becoming a problem for law enforcement. You're giving people a chance to do something and to have a good time and to get out and do fun things. And then when shit like this happens and it stops you from like, well, I don't want to go there no more. Well, we got to figure out how to we got to drive all the way around Indiana because we're not coming through. That's crazy. So if somebody wants to donate to you guys, how can they do that? Because we got a lot of people that are asking how they can donate. Oh, Kate's put this up there. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Somehow, I don't know. She just stole stuff. She stole that off.
Yeah. No, that's how it is. Each first letter is capitalized, and it's our dance team name, Toxic Crew Elite Force.
Okay, so the money symbol, Toxic Crew Elite Force.
Elite Force. Yeah, that's our Cash App.
That's the Cash App. Let me see. There's okay, so we've got a couple people. Mary Nicholson, you might check your message box. I believe that Mary Nicholson has tried getting a hold of you. I believe that's a person here that in Henry County. She has tried getting a hold of you. If you haven't seen that, I believe you might look for that. But she's part of an organization in Henry County called Light Keepers. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, she's tried to get a hold of you. I know there's a lot of people here that are interested in helping, and maybe for people who might not have Cash App, or there's people that when that's maybe if there's a way that like you set up a GoFundMe or something in the future, you can always get that to me and I can get that back to people. So producer Kate is putting up your website in the comments. She's put the Cash App in the comments, and I think that's awesome. I can
put the website on here right now.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
It's www.toxiccreweliteforce.com.
Yeah.
And I just put it in there now. If you
Okay,
go on there,
awesome.
you can see a lot of different performances they did. I have to upload some more as well, like some of the previous ones we just did.
Yeah.
But I upload a lot of them onto our YouTube, so you will see a lot of our YouTube.
What's your YouTube channel?
Toxic Really.
My YouTube channel's Greg.
And what I wanted to do is I'm moving some of this stuff right now.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm moving some of this stuff right now. I'm sorry. I wanted to show you a little bit of the progress that we have been. That's awesome. He's lining it up right now and stuff, and getting everything together.
What?
But I just wanted to let Henry County know that whatever y'all have to do to get him out of there, y'all, I will. If y'all need me to come back on or anything, I will come out and speak. I'm not. Thank you so much for everything, for hearing my story. And like, I'm definitely, I stand up for in Milwaukee, and we have a lot of people here in Milwaukee that witnessed it too, and that will stand up too.
Oh yeah, brother. No, I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate you coming on here. I definitely agree with you saying. Here it looks like some of your people here.
Yeah, this is some of them.
This is
Oh, we was loud. We were so excited.
That's good. That's the way.
Let's go, Foxy! Let's go!
There came a shoe, I think.
Yeah.
I love it.
The ones in the front right now, them are two of my captains. The other one, my other captain was behind me hollering because he stayed out of town, so it was hard for him to get to practice.
Right. I love it. I was just saying a couple nights ago that I don't know what we were talking about, but I said that hey, anytime Michael Jackson's Thriller comes on, I'm like knocking things over because I can dance all the way from start to beginning of Thriller. It shouldn't be doing it, and I definitely don't look good doing it, but I know every.
I can help you. I know the steps. I know all the steps, so I can help you.
I love it.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys, the progress that we did and we have been doing.
Yeah.
I don't want my computer to come unplugged.
Sure. Oh yeah, this is cool.
My stuff is in the way, but they have a lot of trophies and stuff that of them like winning and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's more on the floor in the front. They the little ones when they first like started.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of trophies. They have the certificates and stuff hanging up on the wall from when we did Showtime at the Apollo and stuff.
Yeah,
and a lot of stuff.
That's
got
awesome.
A few of them, but this is how all of them look.
Oh wow! Bring it a little bit closer. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So they had took first place that time. That's actually on our YouTube and our website as well too. So you can see both times when we went.
Awesome. And I want to say this because there's been a couple people here. Someone asked me if I contacted the sheriff to have the sheriff come on for his side. I will tell everybody I've specifically not reached out to Sproles yet. I will. I want to be 100% sure, and I haven't told you this, but I'm currently suing Sheriff Sproles for a First Amendment violations myself. He has blocked myself and a lot of people from commenting on his official sheriff's page on Facebook. So it's a First Amendment rights violation. And I don't care about myself particularly, but I want him to unblock the rest of the citizens because as an elected official, people should have the right to redress their government, to call out. And if he wants to be praised, that's good, but he needs to get the other side of it too. And he doesn't like that side. So he's blocked myself and a lot of other people, and that's not legal. So if he's a sheriff, he needs to be following the law the same as he expects anyone else to. And so I am currently suing him. So I want to just reach out to my attorney and make sure that it's okay for me to make contact with him in that way. But yeah, I have no problem. I would love to have Sproles come on. I would eat him up. That would be fantastic. But he's welcome here anytime.
And I also want to say thank you to Jaren Caswell, they sent something for Cash App. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Awesome. That's awesome. I know that there's a couple people that are going to do a couple different things or whatnot. So yeah, that's awesome. If anyone, I might have people that contact me that won't be able to Cash App, but maybe they can contact me and I will get you guys put in contact, and maybe they can send something or whatever. We'll figure something out. But I appreciate you coming on and talking with me. Please keep my phone number. We're Facebook friends, so stay in contact. And if you're interested, I will. I sent you the link to this video. It's a YouTube video, so it'll be up forever. You guys can always see it or view it. Please be, you can share it along with anyone you want to see it. I'll also send you a couple of the other videos I've done with Sproles so you guys can see it there, because he's done a lot of crazy things even besides with what you guys having. So I apologize for that, but I appreciate it. And if anything else happens, feel free to contact me, and you're always welcome to come on.
Okay. And then another thing, so after this right here, will we be able to comment on here as well?
Absolutely, always, forevermore. Yep. You'll be able to comment. What you'll do, the live comments that are right here right now, what'll happen is you'll be able to comment on here for as long as I'm live, because after you go off, I'm going to continue talking about the event in Muncie 2 nights ago. So you'll be able to comment there for as long as I'm on. After we're off, the comments will be on for a little bit, but then those comments will disappear for 24 hours. After 24 hours, they will always be there, but you will always be able to comment in the comment section like on YouTube regular.
Okay.
Yeah, everything will always be there, and you'll always be able to see it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And
I was like, oh my God, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I should do this, because it's like when you start talking about a police officer or whatever, you don't know the connections, you don't know anything. So
no.
It's like a scary thing, and people need to start talking out about this.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Scared. That's good. I love that. I love you. You were a badass on the stop. Maybe, and listen, I guess that's the white privilege, I was going to say, maybe you could have pushed back a little bit more, but I understand why you didn't, because you don't know, and that guy is an asshole. Look, he scares the hell out of me, but the thing is, we stand together and we speak out against him, and that's the good thing. I appreciate you coming on and talking, and the thing is, we need to let the people of Henry County know this, and they need to get rid of him as soon as possible.
Yes, definitely do.
So thank you for coming on and speaking, and I wish you and your team the best of luck, and I'll definitely be following you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Roger Winston. I definitely appreciate him for coming on and talking with us. Listen, it was absolutely disgusting what Sproles did to him. And, think about this even more. He's a grown adult. Okay. It's more gross, honestly, to think what Sproles did to those children, to those kids on the bus. Think about that. Think about how gross that is. Okay. So I want to answer a couple things here. No problem. Mary, I love it. You know it. Okay. So, real quick, before we get on to the Muncie thing, please. Oh, hey, I will get to that question. Go to the Toxic Crew Dance people page. It's just Toxic Crew Elite Force. They have 77 subscribers. Go show them some love and hit that subscription button. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't do anything, and it doesn't hurt you in any way. It is what it is. So please, go show them some love and see if we can't increase their subscribers over there. And I will continue to follow what's going on with Mr. Winston's story and his dance crew, and tell you what goes on. And hopefully we can have some people that can send them some donations on Cash App or maybe other ways. So that's awesome. And yeah, don't forget to smash the like button right here. Smash that like button. All right. Hey, so I don't know what's going on with the comment. Someone said they're only allowing them to comment one comment at a time. That's really crazy. That's really crazy. I don't know what's going on. But yes, like Mary said, if you can help support those talented kiddos, listen, what Roger's doing is really awesome. He's giving kids a chance to do something that's not, being out someplace, learning bad habits or doing things that they shouldn't be doing. It's awesome. I'm somebody that is a musician, been a musician for a long time. I like music. I like things like that. It probably doesn't look like it doesn't look probably like this, but I'm somebody that likes dance. I was a dance dad for a long time, so that stuff's kind of cool. I love that. So definitely check that out. I think that's awesome that he's doing that stuff, and it's very cool. So yeah, it's a bad thing, and I know that let me see who was on here. It was someone was on here saying, like, please let him know that not all the law enforcement are like that. I definitely convey that to him. Not all law enforcement in Henry County is like that. Definitely not even all the law enforcement on the sheriff's department. There are the only thing is there are good people that can, on the sheriff's department that need to stand up and speak out and do more. And I see Joey's statement here that the only thing that can get him to be removed from office is a felony conviction. That's absolutely, unless 40,000 people stand up in Henry County and say, we don't want you. Let's show him what a mandate is. He thinks that a mandate is 9,000 citizens voting for him. He thinks, oh, look, right here. So here we've got Roger on here right now. He says PayPal. He's trying to get a PayPal. I think he's putting on there. Maybe they're building that. So if there's anyone that wants to do that. But maybe if we show him what a real mandate looks like, maybe what we need to do is we need to get 40,000 Henry County citizens to stand up against him and tell him, toss it. We don't want you. You're not wanted. Maybe that might get him to bow out. You know what I mean? So that's always something that he could have. Yeah, I love Roger. I like his comment that he's smart enough to take kids around get them across the street. And then the other thing he said was it's dangerous having Sproles as sheriff. I love that. Absolutely. A petition wouldn't be a bad thing. The problem with that is it would have to be Henry County voters and yada, yada, yada. The most important thing is emails, phone calls, attending meetings, and letting these people know over and over and over, we're pissed off. We're not going away. And we want you to quit. So that's the big thing. As far as the jail videos, right now I'm kind of playing phone tag with Joel Harvey. I guess I shouldn't have tried getting his job back. Maybe they should have, when they, okay, right here's PayPal for Toxic Crew Elite Force. When they shit-canned Joel Harvey as the county attorney for Methy Mike, whatever his name was. What was his name? What was Dewey, Cheatham, and Howell, the meth king of Henry County, whatever that guy's name was, the meth addict that was doing the law, whatever that was. When they did him wrong, and we then were able to, do something there. They kept Joel on at the county council. The commissioners went with Mr. Meth, whatever his name was. And what's up, Mr. Staying Alive? I see what's going on there. I don't know. Martin something. Martin Meth. Yeah, I knew it was an M. Martin Meth. Martin Meth. When Martin Meth became the Henry County Sheriff, I guarantee you Martin Meth would have got my tapes to me by now. Martin Meth, he would have got my Joel Harvey. Don't let Martin Meth Joel outdo you, or the other way around. Joel, don't let Martin Meth out attorney you. Get this dude to give me my videos. So for those of you that do not know, when we left this saga, the Indiana Public Access Counselor, Luke Britt, had said, Bilbrey gets these for free to view them, to inspect them. Joel Harvey, the attorney for the county, says Bilbrey gets to view these for free. Christopher Bilbrey and Joshua Kimbrell said, we get to get these for free. And then what happened was, old beanbag there, he said, I want to see what the Sheriff's Association has to say. Now, I'm going to be honest. It's my belief that the Sheriff's Association's probably going to tell him, yeah, if all those other people said you got to give it to him, you got to give it to him. But here's the thing. I told the attorney, hey, I'm not playing this game anymore. They were ready for me when you told me that I could pay for them. You told me I could pay $522 and I could have picked them up. So now that they're free, they're still ready. I'm coming to get them. I gotta say, man, I think that Aaron Tippin would say that they're gotta come to me. Man, boy, won't Sproles be heartbroken when Tippin says, Bilbrey, you got to give him to me. No, I don't know what's going on. Mr. Stan Lawful isn't a troll. He's a real person. I don't know what's going on with the comments. Is there something that you need? Can you send me a message, maybe? I don't know, on Messenger? I don't know if there's something that you need. He's a real person. I don't know what's going on with the comment. That's really strange. I don't know what's happening. I know that some of the comments are weird. We've had issues with him in the past, but I don't know what would be causing that. That's weird. Maybe it's Sproles. You're not Sproles, are you? No, I'm kidding. He's not Sproles. Yeah, that's what I said. What does the Sheriff's Association got to do with it? They don't have a damn thing to do with it. Give me the videos. Sproles, give me the videos. Joel Harvey, Billy Joel, whatever. Give me the videos. I'm coming to get them soon. I'm gonna come get them. So just FYI, they have no authority in this. They have nobody. Nobody. I don't know what they're doing. So Mayor Munis, did you get over your crying fit? Okay, see, I want to thank Roger Winston for coming on and talking to us. That was a beautiful interview. Awesome gentleman, right straight dude. I love that guy. He was awesome. I love his attitude. I love the sass. I like the fact that he wasn't prepared to take any shit from Sproles. And if you please, even if it's a very little bit, please help this crew out. They're doing a good thing. Even if it's just a couple dollars, I'd rather you pay them for this month and give us money. Please help them out. That would be so awesome. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook or on YouTube. They're on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, like their videos. That would do some work for them. I appreciate it. Help them. You guys, thank you very much. Do us a favor. As always, we want to ask that you hit the like on this video if it did anything for you, if it tickled your fancy. Hit the bell so you stay up to date when we release content, either the static videos or go live. Of course, be sure to comment in the live section, or if you're watching in this repeat, comment in the comment section below. Share the show with everyone you know. Take care. God bless. And we will be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. our time, which is Eastern time. Goodbye. God bless. Good night. See ya. Boom. Were the other Republicans too busy consoling Dan to show up? Yes.